Last night, we introduced you to Vortex 2, a 5-week field project aimed at studying the origin of tornadoes, with 2 Penn State meteorologists, Dr. Paul Markowski and Dr. Yvette Richardson, as principal investigators. Vortex 2 is the largest and most ambitious effort ever made to understand tornadoes. Over 100 scientists and crew, packed into about 40 vehicles, are participating in this nomadic project that runs through June 13th. Dr. Richardson tells us what a typical day in the field will probably be like.
We'll have a meeting in the morning where we'll look at all the latest weather information that we can and try to assess where the most likely location for tornadoes will be. So then we will have a larger meeting that includes the entire armada, and we'll discuss where we're going that day. Then we'll head out a bit later, depending how far away it is. It may not be too much later. We'll ferry to the location of interest, and then usually end up waiting again because you're waiting for storms to form, which happens kind of mid to late afternoon. And then once storms form, then we'll be in a mode where we're trying to assess which storm we should target. We'll go and target the storm, we'll deploy all the instruments on the storm, and then if that storm begins to die, then we'll end operations. Otherwise, we'll go until sunset.
10 mobile Doppler radars are among the armada of instruments. These radars can scan a thunderstorm at 10 to 20 different levels, looking for rotation, all from a safe distance.
Certainly, if you don't ever want to be within 100 meters of a tornado. Things are flying around at that point. Winds are extremely high. That's one thing that people don't have probably a proper sense of from watching Twister. In the movie Twister, you have the tornado as if it's a solid object, and you step into that funnel cloud and you're in the tornado, and if you step out of it, you're out of the tornado. And there aren't discontinuities in the wind like that. If you're within a few hundred yards of a tornado, it's pretty darn windy there as well.
The scientists can control when and where they deploy their instruments around developing tornadoes, but some aspects of the project are largely out of their hands.
My biggest fear is the potential road hazards that are out there, because we have a large number of vehicles and we'll be going a large number of miles over the experiment. So I worry about congestion around the storms due to recreational chasers that just want to be out to see the storm, but that can really interfere with our scientific mission and really can make things unsafe if people can't maneuver freely around the storms.
My biggest concern is the sheer size of the project. We're really going to be testing communications, pushing communications capabilities to the limit. I mean, we have redundancies, double redundancy actually for many systems, internet chat rooms, text messaging, email.
We'll have updates for you periodically on Weather World over the next few weeks. Vortex 2 will also run for 5 weeks next spring. The $10.5 million project is jointly funded by NOAA and the National Science Foundation. We'll be back with the extended forecast next.